Hi there. I'm 60 years old now, and while I've been a doctor for many years, I'm also just a regular guy who's felt his body change after turning 50. I still remember some mornings, right when I'd wake up, trying to get out of bed and my legs felt like they had no strength at all. I had to grab onto the side of the bed just to steady myself. Have you ever felt something like that? A lot of folks think that's just part of getting older. But you know what? That's not the whole story. I've seen this with many of my patients over the years. And what I've found is, it's not always about age. For many people, their legs feel weak because they're missing 3 key vitamins. And these are especially important at night when your body's trying to repair and rebuild itself. So in today's video, I want to share something personal with you. The 3 vitamins I always recommend to folks over 60 to take before bed and how they can help you walk easier, reduce nighttime leg cramps, and feel more steady on your feet in just a few weeks. If that sounds helpful to you, I'd be grateful if you hit the subscribe button, give this video a like, and share it with a friend or loved one who might be struggling too. Because sometimes, just one simple tip can help someone keep their strength and independence, especially after 60. All right, let's get started. Part 1. The real reason your legs feel weak after 60. Hey there. I know this feeling all too well. You wake up in the morning, try to get out of bed, and your legs just don't feel as steady as they used to. Climbing the stairs? Gotta grab the handrail. Stand in one spot too long? Your legs get tired, maybe even shaky. And then you sigh and think, well, I guess that's just part of getting older. But let me tell you something honestly, and from the heart, weak legs after 60 aren't just about age. In fact, what I've seen over and over again is this. Most folks over 60 are quietly missing 3 key vitamins that no one really talks about. They are vitamin B12, vitamin D3, and vitamin K2. These 3 are critical for keeping your nerves sharp, your muscles strong, and making sure calcium ends up in your bones, not stuck in your joints or blood vessels. When you don't have enough of these vitamins, a few things start happening. Your nerves slow down, so your legs don't respond as quickly. Your muscles don't repair themselves while you sleep, so you wake up already sore. And calcium ends up in the wrong places, your knees, your calves, even your arteries, causing pain, stiffness, and that heavy, tight feeling. Now here's the tough part. As we get older, our bodies get worse at absorbing these vitamins from food. And what's worse, most doctors don't even test for them. You go in for a checkup. They ask what you've been eating, maybe how your joints feel, then write you a script for pain, or give you a basic multivitamin. But rarely do they check your B12, your D3, or your K2 levels, especially if you're over 60. I've had so many patients tell me, I just thought my legs were getting old. But once they started taking the right vitamins, within a few short weeks, they could stand up easier, climb stairs with more confidence, and those awful nighttime leg cramps started to fade away. So today, I want to walk you through what your body might really be missing and how you can start giving it what it needs to bounce back. And we'll start with the first one, vitamin B12. It's one that most people over 60 are low in. They don't even realize it. Let me explain why. Part 2, vitamin B12. The connection between your brain and your legs. All right, let's talk about the first vitamin. I really want you to pay attention to vitamin B12. I like to call it the wire that connects your brain to your legs. And honestly, that's pretty much what it is. B12 doesn't just give you energy, more importantly. It helps your nerves send signals from your brain down to your muscles, especially the ones in your legs. Now, when your body doesn't get enough B12, it's like the signal gets fuzzy. You try to stand up, and your legs just don't cooperate. You start walking and feel wobbly, maybe even a little off balance, and you think, well, I guess I'm just getting old. But what's really going on is this. Your nerves are getting weaker. I had a patient tell me once, Doc, lately my feet feel numb. Sometimes I get these leg cramps at night, and once in a while it's like my leg just gives out when I'm walking. That's classic B12 deficiency. And after 60, even if you eat plenty of eggs, meat, or fish, your body has a harder time pulling B12 out of food. Why? Because your stomach doesn't make as much acid as it used to, and that acid is what helps break B12 loose from your meals so your body can use it. A study of over 2,500 older adults found that those who were low in B12 were 3 times more likely to lose their balance and had a 60% higher risk of falling. The scary part? Most of them had no idea they were even low. Now, here's the good news. Once you take the right kind of B12 at the right time, your body responds pretty fast. I usually recommend methylcobalamin. That's a type of B12 that dissolves under your tongue. It skips your digestive system and goes straight into your bloodstream. A good starting dose is about 1,000 micrograms each night, taken about 30 minutes before bed. Why bedtime? Because your nervous system does most of its repair work while you're asleep. That's when your brain cleans up the wires, so to speak, fixing damaged nerves and helping your muscles get better signals. If your body has enough B12 in your system during that time, it can do its job a whole lot better. And I've had patients tell me things like, "Doc, after a couple of weeks, I can actually feel the difference. My legs feel steadier. I'm not getting those pins and needles feelings anymore. And I'm sleeping better too. No more jerking awake because of leg cramps." It's not magic. It's just your body finally getting the fuel it needs to heal at the right time, in the right way. Now, coming up next, we're going to talk about the second vitamin one that's just as important for folks over 60. This one doesn't just keep your bones strong. It's also the key to helping your muscles recover after a long day. Can you guess what it is? Part 3, Vitamin D3, Fuel for Muscle Recovery. You know, if B12 is the connection between your brain and your legs, then vitamin D3 is the fuel your muscles need to stay strong and heal properly. I like to call it the sunshine vitamin, but truth is, once you're over 60, getting some sun in the morning just isn't enough anymore. Our bodies use D3 to help build and repair muscle. Every time you move around the house, carry groceries, or climb the stairs, your muscles need to recover a little bit afterward, and most of that repair happens while you sleep. But if you don't have enough D3, that healing process slows down. That's why you might wake up feeling sore, even though you didn't do anything strenuous the day before. Here's the tricky part. After 60, your skin's ability to make D3 from sunlight drops by about 75%. So even if you're out in the garden every morning, like one of my patients told me, "Doc, I'm out there every day. Why do my legs still feel weak?" It's because your body just doesn't make D3 like it used to. And when you're low on D3, it's not just about sore muscles. Your risk of falling goes up too. One study from 2020 found that older adults who took vitamin D3 at night saw a 19% increase in leg strength and a 34% drop in fall risk after just 3 months. That's no coincidence. When you're in deep sleep, your body releases growth hormone. And that's when D3 really kicks in. It helps your muscles rebuild properly and calms down the aches and pains that many people feel in their thighs or calves late at night. So what's the fix? It's simple. Take vitamin D3. Look for cholecalciferol, anywhere from 2,000 to 4,000 IU per night, depending on your needs. And remember, D3 is fat-soluble, so take it with a little healthy fat. A spoonful of almond butter, a small handful of nuts, or a bit of milk will do the trick. I always tell my patients, D3 doesn't just help your bones, it helps you get out of a chair without grabbing the armrest. It helps you climb the stairs without stopping halfway. It might be small, but it makes a big difference. And if you're already taking D3, great! But here's something important you need to know. Don't forget to pair it with vitamin K2. Because without K2, D3 can end up sending calcium to the wrong places. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about next. A vitamin that most people haven't even heard of, but it plays a crucial role in keeping your bones, muscles, and blood vessels working together the right way. It's called vitamin K2, and it might just be the missing piece you've been looking for. Part 4, Vitamin K2, the calcium traffic cop and bone strength booster. All right, remember how we just talked about vitamin D3? It helps your body absorb calcium, but here's something a lot of folks don't realize. D3 is like the guy loading calcium into the truck. But vitamin K2 is the one driving the truck and making sure the calcium actually gets to where it needs to go, your bones. Without enough K2, that calcium can go to the wrong places. It can end up getting stuck in your joints, your muscles, even your blood vessels. And that's a big reason why some people take calcium and D3 and still complain about stiff knees, sore legs, or leg cramps at night. Sound familiar? I've seen this happen with a lot of my patients, and honestly, most of them had never even heard of vitamin K2 before we talked. K2, especially in its MK7 form, isn't easy to get from a regular diet these days. You'll find it in fermented foods like natto, that's fermented soybeans, aged cheeses, or certain types of liver. But let's be honest, how many of us are eating that stuff every day? That's why K2 deficiency becomes more and more common after age 60, and why it's so important to take K2, especially if you're already taking D3 at night. K2 doesn't just steer calcium to your bones. It also helps your body flip the switch for muscle repair. It turns on certain genes that help your muscles bounce back, and even helps your body remember how to move properly. Put simply, K2 helps you stay steady on your feet and keeps your legs reacting the way they should. One study in 2021 found that older adults who took K2 daily for just 8 weeks increased their thigh strength by 21% and improved their balance by 31%. That might not sound huge, but that's the difference between needing a cane or taking a confident walk out to your mailbox or garden without worrying about falling. So, how do you take it? I usually tell my patients to go with vitamin K2 in the MK7 form at a dose of about 100 to 200 micrograms each night, taken at the same time as your D3. These two work best as a team, helping your bones get stronger and your muscles work the way they're supposed to. And unlike D3, K2 doesn't need fat to be absorbed. But if you're already taking it with a small snack or healthy fat for your D3, that works just fine. So you see, just 3 simple vitamins, B12, D3, and K2, taken the right way, at the right time, can help your legs recover while you sleep. Next, I'm going to show you exactly how to put all 3 together into an easy, no-fuss nighttime routine you can start tonight. Part 5. How to take these vitamins at night for the best results. My friend, now that you know how important B12, D3, and K2 are for your legs, there's one more thing I want to make sure you understand. Taking the right vitamins is great, but taking them the right way, at the right time, is what really makes the difference. So let me walk you through a simple nighttime routine. It's the same one I use myself, and the same one I recommend to my older patients. It only takes a few minutes, and you can do it every night. 1. Take your vitamins in the right order. Start with B12. Use the kind that melts under your tongue, about 1,000 micrograms each night. Let it fully dissolve. It usually takes around 5 minutes. This type goes straight into your bloodstream, which is ideal for folks over 60. Next, take D3 and K2 together. They work best as a team, so taking them at the same time helps your body recover more effectively. Because D3 needs a bit of fat to be absorbed, take it with a small bite of something like a spoonful of almond butter, a few nuts, or a sip of unsweetened milk. You don't need a whole meal, just a little something to help it go down right. 2. 3 simple habits to help your vitamins work even better. First habit. Stay hydrated throughout the day. Sip water regularly, small amounts at a time. A good rule of thumb is to drink a small glass every 90 minutes or so. When your body's well hydrated, your blood flows better, and that helps those vitamins get where they need to go, like your nerves, muscles, and joints. Second habit. Keep dinner light. If you eat too much starch or sugar at night, your body spends energy digesting, not healing. A light dinner could be some lean protein, like boiled chicken or eggs, and a small side of steamed veggies. Try to finish dinner at least 2 hours before taking your vitamins, so your stomach doesn't get in the way of absorption. Third habit. Move a little before bed. No need for heavy exercise. Just do a few gentle movements. Stretch your legs, roll your ankles, or lift your heels up and down 10 times while standing. This helps improve blood flow to your legs, so the vitamins you just took can get down there and do their job while you sleep. 3. A quick trick, so you don't forget. Put your vitamin container next to your toothbrush, or wherever you keep your evening tea mug. Somewhere easy to see, a place you walk by every night. You can even set a gentle reminder on your phone for 9 p.m. that says, "Time for your vitamins." These little steps might seem small, but if you stick with them night after night, within just 2 to 3 weeks, you'll likely start noticing a real difference. Less tingling in your legs, fewer cramps, easier to stand up, and each step feels stronger and more steady. Part 6. Important safety tips. If you're taking medications, dear friend, before you start taking any new vitamins, especially if you're over 60 and already on medication, there are a few important things I want you to keep in mind. Let's start with vitamin K2. If you're taking blood thinners, like warfarin, also known as Coumadin, please don't take K2 without talking to your doctor first. K2 plays a role in blood clotting, and if you take it while on blood thinners without proper supervision, it could reduce the effect of your medication. I've seen patients who were on warfarin for years, then started taking K2 because a friend told them to. The result? Their blood levels got out of balance, and they had to adjust their medication all over again. So, if you're on any prescription meds, be sure to check with your doctor or pharmacist first. They can help you figure out whether there's a risk of interaction and how to take vitamins safely. Another thing, don't take your vitamins at the exact same time as your prescription drugs. To be safe, give it at least an hour apart. That way, your body has time to absorb each one properly without interference. Now here's one more tip I share with all my older patients. Get your blood tested regularly, about every 6 months if you can. It doesn't have to be complicated. Just ask your doctor to check the basics. Vitamin B12, to see if you're low, even if you don't feel it yet. Vitamin D, 25-OHD, to know if your D3 dose is right for you. HbA1c, especially if you've had borderline blood sugar or prediabetes. These tests give you and your doctor a clear picture so you can adjust your vitamins properly, instead of guessing and hoping for the best. Here's what I always say. The older we get, the smarter we need to be about supplements. Don't just take what's trendy or popular. Take what's right for your body, at the right time, and the right way. And you'll be amazed at how well your body can bounce back. Coming up next, I'll give you a quick recap, a simple nighttime routine you can start tonight to help rebuild stronger legs. Would you like me to write that part for you? Part 7. Recap. Start tonight. Dear friend, we've taken a short journey together, and I truly hope it's helped you better understand what's really going on with your legs. And more importantly, how you can start turning things around. It all comes down to just 3 simple vitamins, each with its own job, but when you take them together, they work powerfully as a team. B12 helps repair your nerves, so your legs respond faster and feel less numb or unsteady. D3 gives your muscles the fuel they need to get stronger day by day. And K2 makes sure calcium goes to the right place your bones and doesn't pile up in your joints or blood vessels. If you start tonight and take these 3 vitamins the right way, at the right time, and stick with it night after night, here's what you might notice soon. Fewer leg cramps at night. It's easier to stand up without holding on to something, and your steps feel steadier, like you've rolled back the clock a few years. No heavy workouts. No expensive meds. Just a little consistency and a belief that your body can still bounce back if you give it the right support. If you've already tried one of these vitamins, or if this is the first time you're hearing about them, leave me a comment below and let me know. I read every message, and I do my best to reply and help however I can. You can also share this video with a friend or loved one who's going through the same thing. Sometimes, one small piece of advice can make a huge difference in someone's life. And if this video helped you, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you won't miss any more simple tips for staying strong and independent after 60. Thank you for spending your time with me today. Wishing you a peaceful evening and stronger steps every morning ahead.